Hey guys, welcome to a video all about trying to hit this ball longer. So if you're out there, you feel you don't hit the ball as far as you should, you want to increase the distance that you hit the ball, then this is a great video for you. So first of all, when I do look at speed, we are looking at two main factors: clubhead speed, ball speed. Clubhead speed is your potential. How fast can you swing that golf club? Your ball speed is more of the performance. So think of it this way: you may have a car, you may have a Ferrari, you may have a Mini Cooper. Now, the Mini Cooper could overtake the Ferrari, but the potential of the Ferrari is much higher than the Mini Cooper. But the Mini may be performing more and actually able to overtake that Ferrari. So if you look at it that way, you may not swing it that fast, but you may get everything out of it, and you get quite a high ball speed with a relatively low clubhead speed. But today's video, we're going to be focusing on the clubhead speed, which is your potential. We're going to upgrade your car. We're going to put a bigger engine in it. We're effectively going to make the wheels turn faster. Now, whether you wheel spin, that's down to you, but we're hopefully going to get good traction and get that ball going down the fairway longer. So let's have a look what we can do to create more speed. Now, some golfers are starting to get a little bit older, and they're doing pieces in their golf swing that are reducing the amount of distance that they can hit the ball. The number one thing that I see is golfers are trying to become more consistent, and in doing that, they're starting to swing shorter. Now, when you're changing things in your golf swing, I don't mind you swinging a little bit softer. But if this becomes permanent, what I tend to see is a golf swing that looks a little bit shorter, the chest stays down a little bit too long, and the hips don't turn enough. So typically for every 1 degree that we turn the hips, we get around 2 degrees of shoulder turn. So the first move that I'm going to prescribe you do is to allow this back right pocket to turn towards the target longer. So you're going to feel that your back right cheek is pushing towards that golf target, number one. Now, number two, while you do that, I want you to feel that you push your chest up. And this is the extension. So if I look at an old golfer, and I don't want to call out my dad as an older golfer, but when he gets to the top of the backswing, his head's moved, his upper back is rounded. That's really restricting the distance this golf club gets from the ball. Now, if my dad were to take that same amount of shoulder turn with the chest down and extend his back, the golf club would travel further. And if you, again, thinking of a car, if you have 100 meters to put your foot down, or you have 50 meters to put your foot down, which car is going to be traveling faster? So in allowing that chest to push up, at the same time that the right hip goes deeper, you're going to find the end of the golf club travels longer to give you more potential speed. Drill number one, take your grip, lead hand only, take your right hand, put it on the golf club, and do your best impression of an airplane. And that's the left wing, this is the right wing. You're going to pull it back, you're going to get a feeling the upper back is extending, and as you do this, you're going to feel that the right leg is starting to straighten. Now, sometimes I get people who fake the hip turn and do this. That's just knee flex change. My hip's not really moving. So take this back right pocket and turn it towards the target a little bit more. You'll hit it longer, the longer you can swing. Now, saying that, sometimes people have a quite long golf swing without that hip turn and shoulder turn, thoracic extension, and they do that by some of the bad habits in golf, like bending the left arm or overflexing the right elbow, which can create many other problems that I won't go through listing, but it could be topping the ball and it could be steepness, which are two of the most common problems that I may see from this. So if you're following me so far, we've got more hip turn, we've got more extension. The next key piece, shoulder tilt. Now, I like to imagine that if my shoulders were a disc just spinning around, it's not entirely true, but it's a good way to imagine it. If I were to change the orbit of that shoulder, imagine like rocking on the waves, it's going to be very hard to make that spin at speed. If you go back in time, you imagine a CD player, you put your CD on top. If it's not quite sat in and it spins around, that's not going to spin and stay on there very long. We want that feeling that it's going back, left shoulder's going down, right shoulder almost replaces where the left shoulder was. If you want to get the feeling, spread out your arms, bend forward, and feel that you rotate this way. Again, not entirely true for the golf swing, but now you imagine that you do this, and at the same time, you're changing the orientation of your shoulders. You're rocking this left shoulder up and down, and that's what a lot of golfers are doing. They're going into the backswing, and at the top of the backswing, the left shoulder raises, and then they're trying to put it back down. Now, it's much easier for the left shoulder to go down, right shoulder to go down, and this is one of the key pieces to creating speed. And if you've got that eye for detail, you will notice when the tour pros are hitting the ball, which shoulder's down, the right shoulder. When I see amateur golfers, the shoulders tend to be too level. Now that is one of the key reasons why the professional golfers hit it longer. They've managed to get that left shoulder down and put the right shoulder in a very, very similar position. Amateur golfers don't do that too well. So again, you doing your practice, swinging the arms around the body, do it in private. Don't get caught doing it at the airport. If you do it at home, you can make plain noises if you want, but it will help you swing faster. And just for fun, try it. Try and spin the arms around and change the orientation of your shoulders as you do it. You might create a new dance move, but you won't create a good golf swing. And the final piece that I'm going to talk about today is going into the follow through, and that is this ability to push those hips forward, straighten the legs and push the chest up. Now, in my earlier days of coaching, I went out onto a golf course on a cold, wet, rainy day and I filmed the Senior Club Championship. There was a very, very low amount of extension in the follow through. It's part of the aging process. There's a reason older people walk bent forward a little bit more. They've lost that amount of extension. We can see it in Tiger Woods. We look at Tiger Woods now, he doesn't bend back the way he is. Now, I'm not saying you will still have the body that's capable of bending back, but we can definitely help reduce the aging process by pushing the hips forward and pushing the chest up. If we don't allow it to happen, we get comfortable bending the pelvis, bending the chest down, we are going to lose some of the speed. That left leg extension at the end of the follow through allows us to increase the speed of the club head to hit the ball higher and longer. We all like the videos where the golfer pushes the hips forward, pushes the chest up, and hits very high long irons. Most amateur golfers don't hit them long irons high enough. They don't like the long irons, they don't hit the long irons, but I assure you if you have a little bit more speed, it's quite easy to get that ball up in the air compared to a much lower speed shot that's going to fly much flatter. So let's add that together. We've got the right leg straightening, the chest up to the sky. We've got the left shoulder down. As we come down, we're pushing those hips up. Start slow. And then build into faster and faster shots. Hopefully you're not speed blocking your golf swing. Hopefully this video unlocks a few keys. If you like the video, as always, please like, comment, subscribe. If you wish, share it as well. But thanks very much, guys.